materials you guys see in front of you. So as I showed before, this is the California Academy of Science green room. Well, if you're ever in San Francisco, you should check it out.
Is that the building is the dome?
Yeah, so what it is it's a big rectangular box of a building, and then there's these two spheres, and inside one is the planetarium, and inside the other is their rainforest. And so those windows are fresh air for the rainforest below.
Where is this?
In San Francisco, the California Academy of
Auditorium?
Science.
No, it's the California Academy. It's across from the DeYoung,
Okay.
California Academy of Sciences.
That's cool.
Yeah, like
It's really cool. And so we showed you guys these before about the benefits of green roofs.
That's what I was.
You guys may be able to read these a little bit better now that you guys have played with the floor camera. You might understand.
And there's the two pictures.
Yeah, the two pictures exactly. And so these we'll make available to you guys also. If you guys want to see these images, we'll make them available. So the green roof again, interior versus non-green roof interior. Seeing a key difference on that on a hot day in California. And so some of the benefits of green roof, as we mentioned before, the additional insulation, the stormwater runoff reduction, heat island effect reduction, creating habitat, filtering pollutants in the water, and food production, as shown in both the images below. The image on the left is the Brooklyn Grange, and the image on the right is the Gary Cormer Youth Center in Texas, and they use their roof garden. It's actually a courtyard on the top floor, and that's where the kids can go and like take gardening classes. It's sort of a safe environment.
The one on the left is the one in.
Yeah, in Brooklyn. It's called the Brooklyn Grange.
And I watched the thing on it that talked about how much they produce an amazing amount of food for the restaurants down below.
Yeah, exactly. And they sell it at local farmers markets. It's a great idea. They didn't even have to do any reinforcing to the roof below it. It was just they just like put it in, which is pretty neat to think about. So in Portland, we have some green roof incentives. I didn't look up what they are here in Eugene. Portland.
I could talk to you in a second a little bit to your right.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'd be happy to.
Didn't entirely escape spot.
Yeah, no problem.
Not that he minds, but.
I can definitely move up. So the green roof incentives, I didn't know this incentive until I looked up that you actually get 3 extra square feet of floor area per 1 square feet of green roof. Which means if you're building a building that's 10,000 square feet and you have a green roof on the top, if it has 1,000 square foot floor plate, you could build 3 extra floors, depending on your height restrictions. Like you get extra floor area for your building if you build a green roof.
So does that make sense? Like they don't want you to build out your site so much without having like green stuff to kind of balance that out. So if you have, if you wanted to go up higher, basically, you could just put a green roof on, and because there are height restrictions and stuff like that in Portland in certain areas, and so you could just add on if you added a green roof, and so it's more cost effective for the developer, that kind of thing.
So the picture on the right, those are buildings?
Yeah, so that's a green roof in LA. It's sort of a more sculptural green roof, as you can tell. And so this is actually a public plaza space. And so you can go and walk around these like mounds of green roof, which I thought was pretty neat. They do it on top of parking garages, like you see on the left. That's actually in China that they're doing that. And so that's providing outdoor space for those apartment buildings that are right next door.
So is that an actual building or is that like an artist's drawing?
No, it's actually installed. Oh, I should have put where it was. I have the sources on here too.
Is that actually like what it looks like?
Yeah, from above. I think it's not in the U.S. I'd have to press on the wheel.
Yeah. It looks like a park, but so where's the building?
Yeah.
Is that what you're
Like,
trying to figure out? Like
Well,
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
almost to me, the way my eyes are
This
just not
bit right
picking it
here,
up.
right?
Right.
Like
Yeah,
windows.
like a wall of
It's
windows.
Okay.
So,
Right.
okay, now I'm
Okay.
just building.
Yeah, and
Those
this
are
one
buildings.
has
Yeah,
here, and
Oh.
so
Okay.
you're sort of
on the ground and some of it's not.
yeah, it's sort of like
exactly.
you have bridges
Okay.
built, and
Okay.
they're covered in
Mhm.
green roofs.
Right.
Yeah.
And so also in Portland, city-owned buildings are now required to have 70% green roofs. And so you might have issues like we saw on that first slide where you have half your roof is green roof and some parts not, and you could actually get differences in interior temperature based on that. If you're going to go 70%, I don't know why you would just cover the extra 30%, excluding the mechanical system area. And then also all the new developments are required to treat stormwater on site. So you can no longer just pour it out to the storm drains, and so a really great way to do that is with like the bioswales like we saw this morning and with green roofs. So if you have green green roofs, all that water that's landing on your roof, you don't need to gutter off. You usually have a backup system, so if your green roof gets flooded and you have pouring down rain, but typically it can handle the load from the water.
Don't you have the water up on top, no?
No, if you use native plantings, and especially in a climate like we had here in Eugene where it rains so much, you usually don't need to water them extra. If we had a really, really dry winter one year, you might have to, but typically they're designed with the location's rain in mind.
And the soil structure and all that stuff.
So there's two main types of green roofs, intensive and
That's what
extensive.
we're doing.
Yeah.
Price's House.
Oh, really?
New roof.
Nice. So the intensive ones are roof gardens and accessible spaces, like you see on the left there, where they turned it into an amenity. Something that was previously just mechanical space is now usable space by the residents. Then extensive, which are the green roofs, often inaccessible, like that one on the right, where they're really just building it for insulative value. A sort of minimum maintenance required. And the ones that are extensive are usually lighter because they need less soil depth, because you're not planting, real plants, you're planting like more grasses for the insulative value again.
So what does that do, like, to the weight?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too.
You mean, well, you have to,
No, I'm just, is that what you mean?
You mean how much more?
Okay, so like,
you have to build a stronger roof. So it's possible that instead of normal, like, 2x8 construction, you might need to bump up to 2x10. So you're talking about a little increase in material because you have to carry the weight of the soil, and then also once that soil gets wet, it becomes a lot heavier. And so you'd need to design for that. But it's not that much more difficult to design for because roofs are already designed for snow loads and lots of other loads.
Does it even matter, do you like support a structure for the weight of the